Welcome back, everybody. It's me, E-Man, and today we're going to go over the 10 movies that I think are very interesting in 2016. Before we get started, there are two things I want to tell you about. First, if you haven't checked out my top 10 movies of 2015, go visit my website. I'll post the link down below and you can definitely see what movie came in the #1 slot for 2015. Two, I also posted my top 10 movies of 2016 that I'm excited to see, and you definitely want to check that out. By the way, I'll also try and post some of the trailers for some of these movies down in the description below. Okay, without further ado, let's just get into it. First up, we have The Fifth Wave. Now, I haven't read any of the books. I don't know very much about it, but from the trailers, it does look interesting. It does look like some type of cross between War of the Worlds and Divergent, and I'm really hoping that it's more War of the Worlds and not so much Divergent, because Divergent was just blah. Race. Look, this is Jesse Owens versus Hitler. What more needs to be said? I'm interested. The Witch. This looks like an interesting horror, but it also looks like something I'll probably watch at home. The Jungle Book. Hey, you know what? My inner child is screaming out, and I kind of want to see this with my kids as well. It just looks very visually interesting, and I liked The Jungle Book when I was growing up, so I'm interested in watching this as well. Barbershop The Next Cut and Best Man Wedding. I'm kind of grouping these two together only because they're coming out during the same week, supposedly. I don't really like that because I think that they're obviously going after the same target audience, and there's plenty of room for them to just come out on different dates. But hey, I like the Barbershop movies. I enjoyed the Best Man and Best Man Holiday. Count me in for both of these as well. Independence Day, Resurgence. Now, something tells me that I'm supposed to be excited about this, but for some reason, I'm just not. Maybe it's because there's no Will Smith in it. Maybe it's because it took too long for this sequel to come out. Whatever it is, I'm still gonna go see it, but I'm just not geeked for it. The Legend of Tarzan. Now, you know what? At first, I was gonna kind of bypass this movie, but it has a really good lineup of actors. I mean, we're talking about Christoph Waltz, Margot Robbie, Samuel L. Jackson, and more. The visuals and the computer special effects seem very appealing, but I have a feeling that the storyline might be a little shaky. So I think it's worth giving it a chance. Star Trek Beyond. Now, the reason why this didn't make my previous video of top 10 excited movies to see in 2016 is because this movie is not going to be directed by director J.J. Abrams. Also, not very much is known about the plot, but all we can go off of is just the trailer, and it looks interesting. There are things happening and explosions and people running, and I don't know, this could be a potential flop too. Either way, I'll be watching. 10 Cloverfield Lane. Now, this was definitely a surprise because I don't know if anyone really knew that this was coming, but it was almost like one of the best well-kept secrets of movies next to the Star Wars. Now, the first Cloverfield I thought was okay. It wasn't a great film, but it was one of those films that you personally like, but maybe the mass doesn't like, you know? Now, I do love the fact that John Goodman is going to be in this film. I think he's a phenomenal actor. I also like the fact that the trailer didn't give a lot away. Given the fact that the last Cloverfield was okay, but not great, I have to kind of think that this next sequel is going to also be okay, but not great. All right, guys, that's all I got. I appreciate you coming. If you're new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe. And even if you're returning to the channel, by all means, don't forget to check out my main website, emansmoviereviews.com. You can check right up top for the link. And don't forget to check out my other video of movies of 2016 that are probably going to be a letdown or that I'll be avoiding. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.